Tony, you are the redneck prepper. Tony, I give you pounds. Blah. What up? Blah. Blah. Thanks for hitting the like. I see you guys are hitting the like. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Brian. Brian Griffith. It's Brian Griffith, Lois. Nah, he's funny. He likes to tell jokes. He's funny. And Joe Mama in my house. Welcome to the house. Welcome, welcome. 3 nights in a row. I don't know. I hope we don't start a trend. That could be scary. Could be scary. Okay. Anyhow. Well, yes, I am. You are, Tony. All right, good. Good. I've noticed that mostly, Tony, I see that your replies are in the middle of my rants. So I don't stop because some of my peeps will tell you that I just can't stop and read the checks. And this thing just, no, doesn't work. But I've seen you in there and I appreciate you. And I'm glad we're not in the middle of a rant. So good of you to be here. Wallace is in the house. Another year older. Another year wiser. Speaking of which, thank you. You know who you are. Those of you who know who you are, thank you for the birthday cards. I appreciate them. Thank you. It's very kind. What's up, Nazaba? Yeah, rock on. Right on, redneck. Rock on, baby. Hours away, buddy. What do you mean, dude? What does that mean? I don't. That might be the first time I don't understand Wallace. Hours away. You probably answered a question I asked like 3 minutes ago, maybe. Oh, my birthday. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, it's well, it'll be tomorrow night at this time if I go. So there's that. Bill TikTok. That's a different TikTok, though. That's not like the TikTok, right? You're saying TikTok Q drop TikTok? If so, I believe so. Great informer. Dude, you just come in here and you just lay out these one-liners, man. I love it. Thank you for coming. That's funny. I don't laugh at all of them, but some of them make me smile, make me laugh. So I appreciate you coming. I know you're just whipping out material and trying material, and that's cool. I like it. This is a good sounding board. These are normal people. James is turning all frogs gay. Stay tuned. Yeah, I'm getting a little lengthy, man. You can come trim my eyebrows, bruh. I probably got the thickest eyebrows. I'm telling you. They're like piano wires. If I pull one out, I'll sneeze. I'm like, it hits some kind of sensory within this upper cavity of my head. And if I pull out one of those piano string freaking eyebrows, I'll sneeze. So my head of hair, but you can't understand it because you've only known me this way. But my head of hair used to be suave and thick and cool. I used to like, I put it over here and I have a little part right here and I have some little sticky things sticking up here and it'd all be gelled and it looked like it'd be like a helmet. It was all glazed and frosted and stuck like Paul Mitchell gel. And it was just hideous, but it was a helmet. It was like a helmet for real. Let me get rid of these. And then I do these. I put these on. And now, let me see. Oh, now I'm into microphone world. I like that so much better. I like that so much better. It's so good to see you guys. Wow. It's great when you can hear yourself. Let me tell you. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we should play a game, Redneck. You go first. Cory Booker refuses to pay for the wig. I that's funny, man, because he's like me. He like just shaves it all. It's just gone. But I can't stand listening to that guy talk. I'm serious. Ugh. PU. He graduated from PU University. That dude stinks. I'm anxious to know about this game, Redneck Preppa. Redneck Preppa. I don't know why I have to say your name that way. It overcomes me to say it. Anyway, I got it out of my system. So, what's the game? What's the name of the game? Blah 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 blah. What's the name of the game? I think that was an ABBA song. Ba, ba, ba. Du, 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 du. Yeah. Okay. Somebody help me. Yeah, good call, Nozawa. Yeah, War Games, right. To Redneck Prepper, yeah. Shall We Play a Game was that computer voice from War Games. I like that movie. That movie was good. That movie was ahead of it felt so Seattle. Did it not feel like Seattle today or Portland? Just upper northwest. Just had that vibe. It might have been in Colorado, but I don't know. Dark to Light, yes. Redneck Prepper, ding, 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 ding. A Week to Remember, Dark to Light. That's what's coming. That's what's on the horizon. I do believe it is dark to light. We'll see. Honestly, in the grand scheme, it doesn't really matter. Really, people are waking up in droves, as they have been for quite some time. I mean, they're really, really, really losing the narrative. I saw Schiff. It's still going on, by the way. Have you? Let me stop for a second. I'll read the chat, and then let's go into what's been going on today. How's that? How's that? How about we go into that? Because it's still going on. I feel like such a political nerd. I can't tell you. I have listened to every painstaking testimony from every one of these people on both sides the entire day up until I did this live stream. And listen, the narrative doesn't change all that much. If you're awake, you get it. This is a show trial. This is a giant show to wake up more people. I honestly might, I contemplated this earlier, is that I could honestly see that the Democrats might purposefully allow this to get to the point where they do call witnesses. Because all eyes, at least, those who don't have eyes on this, that's fine. They're just set in their ways. They're going to be their way. The good news, we have the majority right now. But all eyes, regardless of them, who are maybe on the fence, who are maybe swaying, they're going to maybe catch bits and pieces of this trial. My feeling is that the Democrats have used a very good offense to explain their side of it. The reality is that the Republicans have backed everything they've said in fact, and they are bringing fact to the center stage, and that's what's beautiful about this right now. Had Mitch McConnell caved, had they gone into it and said emotionally that, yeah, we're not going to do this, we're not going to have this. Listen, I would say that Mitch McConnell is the best thing that's ever happened to the Republican Senate. This man gets nicknames like Cocaine Mitch, or he's like a turtle and stuff. No. This man understands politics. And he certainly knows the correct temperament to use as he replies, as he goes through it. This man's like a velvet hammer. Mitch knows what's up. Keep in mind, you're watching a movie. Have you been told that before? I have. You're watching a movie. We've been told numerous times. Patriots are in control. You might hear me repeat this numerous times as I go live more and more. 3 times now in the last 3 days. We'll see what the rest of the week brings. But as these trials go on, as this information starts to come out, it may require more live feeds to get it off my chest, to help me understand it. I want to talk about it because I'm taking it in. And though I know we are on the right side of history when it comes to this, I can very, very, very small little corner. I kind of respect him. And not because of any redeeming quality. And maybe that's my flaw. I look at him and I go, what a piece of shit. But when the Republicans come out and they lay out the truth, and they have done a magnificent job all day of doing it, and it's ramped up. It caught a new gear. If you guys didn't notice, it caught a new gear around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, prime time watching. It caught a new gear. If you're watching it, it's still going on. They are still going at it. But there was some very, very direct language that called into question things right around the primetime hour, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And it was great. It was maybe not heated, but it was great. The president's representatives, I think in that case, it was Jay Sekulow, came out, and this man was like throwing bullseyes. He didn't have to shit on the Democrats or anything. He just started throwing bullseyes. He just started knocking it. Pow, pow. I hope somebody puts together a nice little montage of like significant sections within this that will get us to the ultimate final objective, which is Trump's just whatever. He's going to be acquitted, or no matter what happens going forward, the Democrats have no case. They have no fact witness. You have no fact witness to say that President Trump did anything wrong. You have President Zelensky of Ukraine and Trump both saying that there was no pressure, there was no nothing. You have the transcript. How people can be asleep after having all of that information available to them right in front of them with the smallest amount of research, that information is available to people. I've said it before. If you're asleep right now, you're choosing to be asleep. And that's not any of you. It's not. But really, honest to God, people that are asleep right now are just choosing to be asleep or ignorant. There's nothing even remotely credible about the impeachment articles that they've leveraged against the president. Abuse of Congress, abuse of power. It's ridiculous. No high crime, no misdemeanor, no impeachment. It's going to be entertaining as hell. Information is going to be put out, and maybe that's exactly what this plan was for. Spoke about it before, talked about the fact that I think that the Democrats were allowed to win the House because you don't increase seats in the Senate in a midterm election and lose seats in the House. It just doesn't happen. It's ridiculous to even entertain that. It can't be. You cannot gain seats in the House in a midterm election and lose seats in the House without like a major catastrophic bombshell something. It just doesn't happen. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the Great Awakening. It's all part of the plan. They were allowed to win the House to do exactly what they're doing now, which is cutting their own throat. They're cutting their throat. They don't know it. The Democrat Party is going to actually be death by 1,000 cuts. The exact philosophy that they tried to put onto President Trump and say that we will kill him by the death of 1,000 cuts has boomeranged. And they are exposed on national television right now, having to stand up for this bullshit impeachment and try to explain why they need additional witnesses to make the case for their impeachment. No, that's not how this works. They count on you being stupid and buying what they have to say through their legal jargon and their word salad and their high fluting talk. We're above you. We are in the rare air. We are up here. You are down there. We can very much communicate with you peons. Look what we do every 4 years. We embed ourselves into the African American community. We tell them that we're behind them. We tell them that we're going to take care of them. And we supply the food stamps and all the money, bridge cards and all of that. No more. That mold's breaking. It's breaking right in front of us. It's happening. The Black community is waking up. Everybody's waking up. The world is waking up. It's right in front of your face. Do a lick of research on the web. Look into things. Look at them. It's happening. It's happening, baby. It's happening. Right in front of our eyes. I mean, I almost wish for a second that I could be completely asleep and have everything that we know is coming just one day blow up, and all of a sudden I would wake up and go, wow, it's a big surprise birthday cake for America and the world. And now I get to live it and fancy free and be cool. And you don't have to live with any of the truths that you know, that you've had to cover in some cases on your own. And in a lot of ways, you rely on people that over time you find credibility in, people that put credible research into credible things, which is what I've done. When it comes to truth, I don't have any tolerance for wishy-washy type hypothesis. I want T's to cross and I's to dot. And I want to understand why it is. And then I want it backed up by multiple sources. I mean, I'm here. I'm on Earth. I'm awake. I'm alive. I don't think it's too much to ask to be able to understand what the hell's going on, where we are. Yeah, people going crazy talking about flat Earth, round Earth, any of this stuff. Man, those questions are made to distract. They're fun to research. They're fun to listen to. But that's not where you should hold your cards. Your cards should be held on the things that really matter. And to be honest with you, people that say, if they lied to you whether the world is flat or round, that's a big thing. No, that's a thing in addition to all the things that they've lied to us about. So what the hell am I going to do? What am I going to change by knowing that they lied to me about one additional thing? No, I'll stick on the present. I'll stick on that. I'll listen to the present. I'll take in the information that comes out of people's mouths. I'll think about it. I'll come to my own conclusion and not let things that are way too idealistic. And you know what? The people that are doing the research on that kind of stuff, God bless them. All right, they're on their own level of truth that they're trying to prove, and that's fine. I'm not judging them. I'm just saying that there's like at least 10 to 1,000 things that are more important than understanding that right now. I mean, really, there's only one truly important thing. Without taking God out of the mix, I'm talking about our physical life, but there's only one thing that's more important than anything right now, and that's what we're witnessing. It's what we're viewing. It's the show that's going on right now. I'm looking over at the television, and there is another manager of one of the sides that is up there talking. This has been going on since 1 this afternoon. It's still going. And that's okay. Deep state's being exposed. There's lots that's being exposed. There's lots of things that were said today that will be, they will take clips and pieces as they do in the mainstream television. But there was so much information that was covered today from A to Z in so many different capacities. Adam Schiff spoke numerous times as the head manager of the impeachment trial. This man has an uncanny ability to take all the information that was just heard and do a spin. I've told you before. I've told you this numerous times. He's not dumb. He does have a pencil neck. He is corrupt. He is all the bad things that are associated with the Standard Hotel. There are pictures that are going to surface from him and Ed Buck about drugging people and taking them back to Ed Buck's and doing massive bad things. I don't know if I'm buffering right now. I hear my headset starting to like it's starting to wig out a little bit in my ear. So I might have said a couple trigger words. I absolutely might have said a couple trigger words in that. And the algorithm rhythms might be catching up. But Schiff is listen, he's a manager for the Democrats, okay? But I would look for total exposure to happen. And if we don't have a bombshell or two of just major things that just are indefensible, if they don't drop here in the next week or two, I would be surprised. If it doesn't happen, would I be depressed or anything? No. We're watching the movie. We're along for the ride. We've paid for our ticket. We are on board. We are in the cinema. We are in our chairs. And we are the awake. It's true. It's 100% true. Soon the world will be awake. I suppose I'll take a minute to check for any new Q drops. Man, it's almost 1:15. I'm trying to force myself to go to bed earlier and not swear. It's been difficult on both fronts. I'm doing good, though. I'm doing all right. I'm doing better. Oh, got a new tweet by Donald Trump, which was, oh, he just retweeted somebody. Never mind. But thought maybe we'd get a new tweet. That's all right. Let's check Q. Q map. Let's try that. Okay. By the way, there were 3 Q drops today. I was thinking 4. 4 actually. Okay. All right. I'll take your temperature, see if you guys want to go over them. Last night, the last Q drop, which was the one and only Q drop that dropped last night, was about Eisenhower, talking about the military-industrial complex. Okay, you remember that if you were here. So, 3783 was the last post. No, 3773, friend. We're not up to that yet. You're just 10 off. Who was that? That was James. Yeah, you're 10 off. 3773 was on the 29th. Oh man, that was the 29th of December. And then 3774 was the 29th of December. So 3774 was the last one of 2019, James. I'm just looking at the Q drops right now. I can't see the chat. But so I covered 2 Q drops that were released on the 19th of January, which was now 3 days ago, but basically 2 days ago. And one was all in caps, The Great Awakening. And the next one was a shot of Q grabbing a prior post that Q dropped on January 21 of 2018, all in caps. The shot heard around the world, The Great Awakening, a week to remember, Q. And then it went into 3777 and talked about Eisenhower, where he warned of the military-industrial complex. So that leads us into Q drop 3778, which was dropped yesterday which is basically today. It was the 21st. Technically, where I live, I'm an hour and 16 minutes into the 22nd of January. But this was basically today, if you haven't gone to bed. It was released at 2 o'clock, 2:06 in the afternoon. Bold brackets, capital D. Party leaders, bold brackets, big five. And then specifically names. Representative Nancy Pelosi, Democrat, California. Pay attention to these states that I'm about to tell you. So Representative Nancy Pelosi, Democrat, California, Speaker of the House. Representative Adam Schiff, Democrat, California, Chair, Intel. Representative Jerry Nadler, Democrat, New York, Chair, Judiciary. Senator Chuck Schumer, Democrat, New York, Senate Minority Leader. Senator Dianne Feinstein, Democrat, California, Ranking Member, Judiciary. And then it says control over, bold brackets, California, and bold brackets, New York, vital to maintain, bold brackets, D, capital D, Democrat, vital to maintain Democrat structural integrity. Leverage, or in brackets, control, dictates how far you rise within the Democrat Party. And the D is in bold brackets. So leverage. They're basically letting everybody know that they have leverage on these individuals in this and all over the place. But the more you allow them to inflict their leverage onto you, the higher you will rise within the ranks. And what we're dealing with really is the bottom of the barrel. Q just told us who the apps are. I'm not even talking about Maxine Waters. She's not even included in this list. We're talking Pelosi, Schiff, Nadler, Schumer, Feinstein. That's five. The Democrat Party leaders, the big five, and it all consists of people from California or New York. Two non-negotiable Democrat states. New York could actually flip, but they just can't deal with that population that's in New York City. It's huge. It would take an uprising of like 10 to 15 additional percent in New York out of all the outlying areas outside of New York City to vote for Republican and I don't even know what that would look like. Same thing as in Illinois. Chicago and the outlying areas are all gerrymandered, in this case, to be Democrat. It's such a massive area, and they give away so many benefits to people that just don't have anything, that they're going to vote. They're going to vote to keep the Democrats in power. And every sanctuary city that you see will do the same. So those five people. And then there was an interesting Q drop, which was at 2 o'clock, 2:10 this afternoon about. This is a direct message from Q to you and I. They are not attempting to remove POTUS from office. 2/3 of the Senate will not vote to convict. No laws broken, in bold brackets. So 2/3 of the Senate will not vote to impeach Trump. And then in bold brackets, no laws were broken. Then it simply says they are attempting to protect themselves from prosecution and prevent the public from discovering the truth. That's huge. They are attempting to protect themselves from prosecution and prevent the public from discovering the truth. Directly from Q to you today. I mean, any doubt we're watching a movie? Any doubt that the Patriots are not in control? Q's dropping. Donald Trump dropped a tweet today right after Q dropped an 8-coon drop, and it was within 30 seconds. They call that a delta, a D, a delta. A delta means it's confirmation. Would it surprise you to know that there's been like 36 confirmations? The impossibility of either the president or Q to release something on the social media network within 1 minute of each other that directly correlates them together is, if it happens once, it's a miracle. If it happens twice, it's planned. If it happens 36 times, you better believe that the Patriots are in control. You better believe it. So what does that tell you? You're watching a movie. We've been told this. Don't wig out. Don't freak out. Man, pay attention, but don't. There are certain parameters, maybe the wrong word. There are certain markers that have been happening along this plan that we have been following. Certain things that have happened that once we get to this point, if this, and this didn't happen, that's really bad, we throw it away. It's gone. We go to the next part of the plan. Now we're here. If this, and this didn't happen, it means it's not going to happen. Throw it away. Next part of the plan. The Patriots are in control. What they cannot account for is a rogue element or just somebody breaking programming and going, almost said the F word, but going nuts. Going nuts. They can't account for that. But we are enough along the timeline where the only thing left to really happen is for people to awake. The truth is here. Listen, what are we waiting for? More truth? Would more truth help you and wake you up more? It wouldn't help me or wake me up more. I'm already woke. It would just be additional information that adds to me being awoke. No, this Senate trial will probably go to the point where they do call witnesses. I was thinking about this earlier today as I listened to it drone on and on and on, that part of this plan could actually be to get it to the point where they throw them a bone and say, all right, you call a witness, we'll call one. Because it's ridiculous already. If you're listening to like Schiff speaking afterwards, he is smart. I said that earlier. He is. But it's really nonsensical, a lot of the things that he's talking about. It's a magic show. It's a word salad magic show. You know, he's a bright guy, but he doesn't understand how awake everybody is. And that's going to be the Democrats' Achilles tendon. That's the one that's going to take them down. They don't understand how awake everybody is. Where all the areas that Trump succeeded through the first 3 years of his presidency has broken every major thing that he said he was going to do, and then some by a lot, and he's still going, putting things in that he never even said that he would do, because he's winning, and we are winning. And as this goes forward, as this goes on, the plan is to let this corruption be exposed in front of the people that maybe aren't awake yet. There can't be too damn many of them left. And I know they're out there, but honestly, there can't be too many people that are not to some degree awake. I don't get it. Thanks, Redneck. Man, look at the high praise coming from the redneck prepper. You caught me in the middle of a rant, though, redneck. And that's why I don't read the chat. It lets me go on rants. So I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Redneck, you've like, you got like the last 9 posts. What are you saying? Oh. So I'm looking as forward to tomorrow. I'm just looking over at the TV right now. I got it on. It looks like they might have wrapped for the night. I don't know. Maybe one of you can confirm that, but it looks like they might have wrapped for the night, or they're in the middle of a recess and they might keep going. I don't know. It looks like Chief Justice is speaking right now. Probably gonna. I imagine they're gonna call it a night and say we'll pick it back up in the morning. I hope that's what he's doing. You know, every time the Democrats come on to speak, I just kind of go to another video and I watch it or something, and then I come back and see if somebody's talking. What's beautiful about this, we didn't talk about this yet, but the Republicans are not using all their time that they're allowed. They're allowed an hour. They're going out there and using like 20 minutes. They're going, hey, this, and this. So what's up? For the rest of my time, I yield. And they go sit down. And the Democrats want to come out there and they want to put sparkle dust. And they want to put on a show. They want to put the show on. And they want to drag it out. And they want to talk about feelings, how they feel, how people felt about President Trump. Schiff's entire thing that he's trying to cover has to do with his feelings. And what if? And if a president, and how could it be misconstrued any other way than this? Well, bitch, he didn't say it to anybody. They have no first account witnesses at all. It's all hearsay. It's all a big blunder. It's all to confuse the people. Confuse the voters. It's ridiculous. You know what? They're still going. I'm looking right now. Schiff is about to keep going. And after the stream, I'm gonna have to like rewind like 45 minutes and then go back and watch the rest of what they're doing tonight. This man is going to die on the soil of. Schiff thinks he's a super patriot, honestly, even though he knows he's a piece of poo. Not a great guy. Not a great guy at all. And has many skeletons in his closet and they'll be exposed. He's just a terrible, honestly, terrible individual. That guy's bringing nothing to the party except a very, very small round neck. They're not going to use a lot of rope on him in Gitmo. They might be able to hang him with some dental floss, actually. Maybe. Oh, yeah. I heard that. Wallace says that Adam Shifty Schiff has a boyfriend. Yeah. Well, I ain't going to shit on him because he does, but if he does and he doesn't admit it, then he's still a liar, and he's proven he's a liar. So whatever. But, don't lie about it. He also has a kid. He's married. So what up with it, Adam? What's up? Guy might bat for most teams. I don't know. Ain't my scene, but. And you know what? Some people are born to be drag queens. That's fine. Be a drag queen. Let's not get it into the public school system. Let's not get these drag queens in front of children and Let's just not do that. You want to be one? You're old enough. You want to be one? Be one. You don't put this stuff into the public school system. Are you kidding me? Into any school system. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous that they would do this. You're really taking the, I don't know. And this guy, you know what? I don't care. I don't care what his sexual preferences are. He's probably a freak and likes drugging the dudes that they get and likes to hammer every hole on their body. I mean, he's a sick bitch because he's friends with Ed Buck, and we know what Ed Buck has done. And he's implicated with pictures within there where men are looking like they're drugged up and they're very, very promiscuous within their pictures and stuff. I mean, it's just like, dude, just stop. Get off the ivory tower of your moral high ground and sit the fuck down. I'm sorry. Sit down. Just sit down and shut up. I don't know. It'll all be exposed. Nobody should hate him for being a bisexual man, I guess. I don't. I mean, whatever. But he is a snake. He is a snake of an individual. Horrible. Horrible individual. So, anyway, to be continued. Let's see what tomorrow brings. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to see what this guy's talking about. He's still talking. This has been going on since 1 o'clock this afternoon. They're officially over 12 hours today. I mean, it's crazy if you think about it. It's live. They've been doing this already for 12 hours. It's 1:30 in the morning here and there. So, I don't know. We'll see. I might go live tomorrow night. Let's see what the day brings, and we can figure it out from there, right? Thank you so much for showing, you guys. I love you, and pray for America and for the president and for each other. And try not to punch the mic again, but be cool. I love you guys. Mahalo, my friend. Yeah, no problem, D. I was very happy to do so. And Tony, it was nice seeing you and interacting with you. Have a great night. All right. Everybody be cool. Mel's probably crocheting me a beer in the corner. Maybe she's knitting me a beer. She might be. Night.